Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Hello, Balboa Scholars! It is our second week of music lessons. Woo woo! It's so good to be with you. A few things before we get started warming up our bodies, brains, and our voices. The first is that as we go through the next couple of weeks of lessons, there may be, from time to time, clips where I'm dressed in something different than than the way I'm dressed at the very beginning. Some weeks I'll be filming our lessons over the course of several days, or I might be trying some different layouts, different equipment, just to see what gives you guys the best experience. So right now, the very thing I just talked about is gonna happen, where I prepared a segment where I talk a little bit about myself in case there are some new students this year that don't know anything about me. So let's jump to that, and then we will go straight to our warm-up. A few things about me. One, I love music, which is pretty obvious because I'm a music teacher. Two, I work at Balboa about half the time, and the other half of the time I spend writing music for musicals and for original plays, as well as doing freelance work, which is where I get hired to play keyboard or to sing or to write music or play music, arrange it for different artists, for choirs, for show choirs, for bands, lots of different things. And when I'm not working on music, I love to spend time with my amazing wife, Kendra. We love to cook and to eat together. Some of our current favorites are like anything Asian, so Indian, Japanese, Korean, Thai, the list goes on and on. And if I have free time, I love to spend it outside if I can, taking walks, reading, and we also love spending quality time with friends and family, just like anybody else. The last thing I'll say is that this is a thing that a lot of people are surprised to learn about me because I'm a music teacher and I'm so heavily involved in the arts, but I love sports. I follow lots of different players and teams and sports leagues from around the world. Anyway, enough about me. Let's go to our warm-up for today. Everybody up, let's stretch. Pull your shoulders forward. Back, roll your wrists around, wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes, even though you can't see mine. Reach up to the ceiling as high as you can, and then slowly make your way to your toes and touch the floor if you can. And slowly stand up. Make sure you're standing up with good posture, a nice straight back. Somehow you're still relaxed. Now let's shake it out. Remember, we shake for 8 times and then down one number at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Mirror me. Nice job. Okay, third graders, today in Zumba rhythm, we are going to be using syncopa, ti-ti-ta, grasshopper, quarter rest, cinnamon, and tiki tiki. Here we go. 2, ready, and syncopa, ti-ti-ta. Grasshopper, cinnamon ta. tiki, 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 tiki. Cinnamon, grasshopper, cinco, pop. Nice job. Now remember, even when it's a little bit slower, the key is that we want to be nice and steady. 1, 2, ready, and cinco, pa, ti, ti, ta. Grasshopper, cinnamon, ta. Ta, ta, tiki, 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 tiki. Cinnamon, grasshopper, cinco, pa. Good job. 2 more times through. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and cinco, pa, ti, ti, ta. Grasshopper, cinnamon, ta. Ta, ta, tiki, 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 tiki. Cinnamon, grasshopper, cinco, pa. Wow. Mr. S totally just messed that up. Let's get it right the last time. Cinco, pa, ti, ti, ta. Grasshopper, cinnamon, ta. Ta, ta, tiki, 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 tiki. Cinnamon, grasshopper, cinco, pa. Whew, thank goodness I got it right the last time. When the teacher makes a mistake, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? The world's gonna end. Great, let's move on to our next thing. Okay, 4th and 5th graders, we are going to be singing a song all together and doing some movements to finish warming up our bodies, our brains, and our voices. This is a song some of us will recognize. It's call and response, and it's called She She Kule. It goes like this. Whatever I sing and whatever I motion, you copy after me, except for the final line, which is Kum Adende Hey, which we all sing together. So let's do 1 practice round, and then we will do 2 more times, a little bit faster than that. Okay? So here we go. She She Kule. She She Kofinsa. Kofinsa Langa. Kakashi Longa. Kum Adende. Kum Adende Hey. Nice job. Remember to sing that last line all together in case you didn't. Let's do it 2 more times like I said, and then we'll be done with our warm-up for today. Let's do it a little bit faster this time. 1, 2, ready, go. She She Kule. She She Kofinsa. Kofinsa Langa. Kakashi Langa. Kum Adende. Kum Adende Hey! Nice job. Let's do it 1 more time. 1, 2, ready, go. She She Kule. She She Kofinsa. Kofinsa Langa. Kakashi Langa. Kum Adende. Kum Adende Hey! Nice job, everybody. With that, let's go to our first activity. So here is what we're going to do today for our activity. Last week, I sent you guys to this website, Chrome Music Lab, and said that you would have some free time to explore different activities. Today, we're actually going to focus on one specific thing, and we're going to go over to Melody Maker. So I'm just going to give you guys all the instructions and walk you through what I expect you to do, and then you can always return to the video if you need to watch it a second time. But this is what I'd like you to do. So when you tap on Melody Maker, it's not really clear exactly what we have here because all we have are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 columns and we have a bunch of rows. I don't want to count all of those off. And if we press play, nothing really happens, but we do see that there's this blue thing going all the way through. Now, if we just fill up some random boxes, we can hear different notes being selected. So it's safe to say that each row is its own note, and we can see that reflected by these 2 squares that I clicked on because they're the same note, they're the same color. Let's just play this out loud and see what we hear. So this starts to make a little bit more sense. If we were going to see this written out as a piece of music, we'd actually see this as one single bar of music. So that has 4 beats in it. The first beat is this column. The second beat is this column. Third beat is this column. And then the fourth beat is that column. And inside we have, we can see that each of the beats, there's also another half of the beat is shown as well. So if I was going to press every single square in this row, what we're actually going to hear is T, 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 T. So a bunch of eighth notes in a row, filling up 4 beats. And it just keeps looping. Awesome. So that's how it works. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually recreate She She Kule, the song that we just sang. We're going to recreate the melody that we were singing, the first 4 lines of the melody. And what I want you guys to know is that the 5 sort of rows we're going to focus on, or the 5 notes, are going to be this row that I highlighted here, these 5 rows. We can basically ignore the top 2 and then the bottom 8. Bottom 8? Bottom 7. We can ignore the bottom 7. So these are the 5 notes we're going to use to reconstruct our melody. And we're going to reconstruct one line at a time. So I'm just going to sing the first line. She she kule. Let's see what that note is. Is it this one? No. She. That's it. And the rhythm we have is ta, 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 ta. It's just a bunch of quarter notes, or 1 note per beat. And we have bum, 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 bum. So we have our first note, bum, bum. That's the second note. And then the next note is bum, bum, bum. That's not it. Bum, 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 bum. And then we go back up. So what I want you to do is reconstruct this, each line, and you can follow along with me and basically bounce back and forth between you doing it and watching the video. But if you play it, you should be able to hear the song. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. She she kule. Perfect. Once you have the first line done, move on to the second one. Da 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 da. We start on the top note. Start on that same note. Bum bum. Oh, but that's not quite right on the beat. Bum 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 bum. This is the interesting thing where now we have the rhythm syncopa, and that's how it would look on here. This is how it would look on here. The first 2 squares are filled up. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. That's the second line. Okay? If we were going to see this written out on regular music notation, even on our staff showing what notes we need to sing, this is how it would look. I'll show it to you right here. We have an eighth note, a quarter note, an eighth note, and then 2 quarter notes. G, G, E, G, E. Let's make sure we have it correct. Awesome. Now let's move on to the third line. I wonder if you guys can hear the third line in your head already. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if we use any of the notes that we have here. Bum, bum. Oh, so we have 2 notes. Our 2 notes that we use right here. We're sort of going to repeat them a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. That's the same rhythm as we already have. We just have to change some of the notes. It goes cinco, pa, ta, ta. Cinco, pa, ta, ta. That's the third line. And then the last line is da, 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 da. Now the nice thing is, the rhythm is exactly the same. It's going to be syncopa, but you have to switch the notes to the correct one. Da 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 da. Cool. So once you have the fourth line figured out and you've checked it by pressing play, then you can send a screenshot to your teacher and they will double check it. Okay? Awesome. Let's move on to our next thing. So my third, fourth, and fifth graders, we are going to finish today with an activity of listening. And some of you will remember that in the first and second grade, we used to do this a lot more, where I would play for you a piece of music and then we would talk about the ways that it made us feel or the things that it made us think about. And we're pretty much going to do the same thing. I thought that given this time being so strange in many ways, that this would be a great way for us all to sort of connect, or at least to just have a period of stillness and relaxation, maybe even some peace as we listen to some music together. There are going to be links to each of the individual pieces that each grade is going to listen to below in the YouTube description. But if you're watching this with the class all together, I will also have the link given to your teacher so you know exactly where to go to listen to this piece of music. Before we get to listening, there's two important things that I want to talk about. The first is that as we listen, I think it's important to remind ourselves that it's okay to not all like the same thing. And it's also okay if some of us listen to something and maybe feel a little bit sad, and other people might listen to the same thing and feel really happy, and anything in between. This is a safe space for any of us to sort of experience whatever we're feeling. I think that that's one of the most beautiful things that music can do, and it's our job to listen to the people around us, to appreciate their insight, and to respect the way that they feel. I know that I can trust all of you to do that if you choose to talk about this piece of music and the way it made you feel or the things that it made you think about with your class. But if you're listening to this all by yourself, or even if you want to talk to me about it, here's the second thing I want to bring up. I will also have a link below to a Google form where you can just maybe reach out and tell me some of the things that you were thinking about or feeling as you listen to this piece of music. I would love to hear your thoughts. With that, let's get to it. I don't know about you guys, but I feel so calm, so peaceful right now after listening to that piece of music with you. That's our final activity for today. And I would encourage you, if you ever feel like you want to return to the way that that piece of music made you feel free to return to this video at any time throughout the rest of the week and listen to this song yourself. With that, we're going to say goodbye, and I want to teach you guys a very specific way to say goodbye. It's going to involve our hands and our singing voices. So, this is how it goes. If I sing, "Goodbye, scholars," then all of you will respond to me by singing, "Goodbye, Mr. S." Just like that. So, here we go. Let's try this for the first time. Goodbye, scholars. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.